Addicts, what's up? Today we're here with another trailer reaction and breakdown. This one is especially special to me because this is over the anime adaptation of Arifureta, which if you guys have been with the channel, seen some of the reviews for it, you know that I've gone down in history stating that Arifureta is my favorite light novel series, so this one I'm super excited for. We're gonna watch it. I know this isn't the latest news about Arifureta. I just so happened searched for it the other day because I, hadn't heard anything about it in a while. I hadn't searched anything about it, and then I figured out we had a trailer and I didn't know about it. So this kind of just hit me out of nowhere. I've been so busy, so after a long day, this is a great way to finish it. So with that being said, we're gonna start it. I am gonna turn out some of these lights to kind of cut down on the glare here. You should still be able to see my reaction though. So we're gonna watch it through. We might watch it through a second time without volume. We'll just see. I know I'll definitely, put some stills in there. So let's get right to it. Oh man. Don't read any Japanese, but hey, numbers are always good high. We got some nice somber music here. Oh man. I really like the illustrations so far. Donner. Probably like my favorite weapon of a Japanese story that I've read or watched. Got that still of Hajime in the labyrinth. Whoa, okay. Some CGI there. Luckily that's not CGI. I got the iconic bear and rabbit from the first volume. Oh, they teamed with another company. Okay. Kaori and Shizuku. Tio! I love Tio. And of course Shia. Can't have Arifureta without the bunny girl. Oh man, another monstrous CGI. And of course you got you. No Dragon. Oh! Man. That was such a cool shot. Man, they hit us with a lot back to back. I like that subtle show of emotion that Hajime has there. Alright, so let me bring up the main light back up. Wow, okay, so that went by really fast. I guess one of the things to point out here, still coming out 2019. I can't read those symbols there, and I'm not entirely sure if I remember the placement that Japan uses. If it's anything like Europe, then that could be like the actual day, but I'm pretty sure that's signifying September of 2019, so it's still a little ways off. Probably not far away from when we kind of speculated. I think I was, kind of expecting the fall or maybe even the winter. So, but yeah, let's look in this. So I really do like this kind of style they went with. Wow, you can still barely see me here. Sorry. Is that a little bit better? Sort of. Sorry, the lighting's just going to be kind of crappy in this video. But what I was saying here is I really do like this style that they chose. It's a little bit different than I thought they would go. Of course, this could just be for like promoting, the voice actors, because it does show who's doing the voices, which that's probably one of the other things that I'm most worried about right now, just because, with the series being one that's so close to my heart, I do want the voices to be right, or at least fit the roles. We get pretty much most of the party, if not all of it here, shown through this, so that's actually quite nice. Let me pull up this. Yeah, so one of the things that really stood out to me here, and mind you, I'm not trying to find like every single little detail, but just big things to notice, like something to look forward to. The designs are something that, granted, like all of the people in Hajime's party, they look pretty much how they normally would. And like both the light novel and the manga, they don't really change that much. Hajime though does look like he has a mixture between both versions. We'll get to that in a minute. I just wanted to point out that I don't know if this is going to be the final look of Donner, but that is at least the first version that Hajime makes, which I really like the attention to detail. I like the little notes that have like him like drawing up versions of it. Of course, we get this. This is all reminiscent of the first volume of the light novel. Now, some of these like stills here, I'm not sure if this is actually a scene from the anime. It looks like it very well could be. Of course, maybe they're just throwing it in for the opening. Again, I don't really know, but I'm liking the style. The quality is something that, I mean, it's kind of hard to compare, and rather I don't really care too much. It's more of like the style that I care more for rather than like picture quality of like animation, but it still looks very well done. I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be. That might be, for some reason, I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell with the CGI, which, I will say, CGI is not something I ever look forward to in a show, which here, it does look a little rough. It looks better, I think, than the Overlord CGI, but not as good as maybe like some CGI that was used in Slime. But I just think it's funny that they are using CGI because of, what is it, like in the last battle of Arifureta, Hajime makes a reference to them being like a shitty CGI army. So I think now it's, instead of it just being a funny line, it's going to be like breaking the fourth wall, which is always fine. I love all of the little references Hajime has. You have the rabbit that he sees, which I'm loving that they show everything that's probably going to be, it's mainly stuff that we'll probably see in the first episode, so they're not given too much here. Another thing too is, I mean, I was kind of worried for this anime adaptation because White Fox, they've done good work in the past. They've had Steins Gate, they've had ReZero, but their last one was stinky. Freaking Goblin Slayer was awful. The adaptation of itself was, at least in my opinion, it was pretty terrible, and the CGI was very, very poorly in this. So I was a little hesitant, but after this trailer, I feel a lot more confident. I do not recognize that other company that is with them. I don't think that I've heard of that. Michael would probably know. Unfortunately, he's not here. I get this wonderful shot of Kaori and Shizuku, or Shizuku, whatever you want to say. I always mess up names. So, but yeah, I'm liking that. Their designs haven't changed at all, or at least much here. They're, have very, I mean, it's like they've just ripped it right out of some of the illustrations for the light novel. I love this little side glance that Shizuku's getting, like nobody. That look though, right there, looks almost like she's like, oh, they figured out my secret that I am almost allergic to adorableness. And then you got this wonderful shot of Tio, which I like her design a lot. I think she looks spot on to what that. I can't wait to see some of the expressions they'll give her though, because she's a very expressionate character. And of course, you get Shia here with what is it, Drunken, right? That's the name of her hammer. Sorry, it's been a while. We're on what, the 6th or 7th month in between light novels, and I actually read all of the web novel right after Volume 8 came out, and I've got Arifureta Zero in my head too because I've read those more recently. So, but yeah, I'm loving like all this. The only thing is like this CGI right here, that's a little oof, but I think I'll be able to tolerate it just because everything else looks okay. Now this area here, we've seen this area where this drops down, where the scorpion one drops down. We saw that when, let me see if I can find it again, where we see the bigger monster. And this monster, again, I read the light novel, so a lot of the way things look are not as clear to me because I own the manga, but I haven't, went back and read it through the manga form yet. and mainly because I wanted to see what everything looked like in the anime when it first came out. But this, I think, looks like the creature that they go up against in the beginning before Hajime falls to the pits of despair that is in the lower levels of the labyrinth. So, if that's the case, then I'm wondering, since we have you in this scene, and, you know, seemingly the same area because the crystals are up, maybe, I don't know, I'm really having a hard time placing that. The only thing I can think where there's scorpions that may be in the same area is maybe Volume 4. So, which I think Volume 4 would actually be a good stopping point for the first season. They could go to 6 if they really wanted to, but I mean, I don't know, Volume 6 is just, man, it's such a good volume, I don't know. I mean, that would be quite the packed season, but I don't want them to rush things. So, you know, my bet right now, just from, you know, again, not having read anything in several months, I would place my bet that, you know, the first shot is like the opening scene that we get for the story, you know, and then also, you know, we touch back on like episode 1 probably when Hajime falls, and then this one maybe back when this could even be like when they're exiting the labyrinth, but I would say this is probably when they come back in Volume 4, or this could just be, I don't know, could be something completely different. I'm just wrong. I love this shot though with Hajime holding Donner and Slag. Again, I think it's a lot different. His look, I think the look is kind of odd to me. It feels like a mix, like they took the hair from the manga, but they kind of maybe left some of the facial expression or shapes from the light novel. His collar in, I think it's the scene after this, looks a little bit smaller than what it does in the book. This one, it looks a little bit bigger. But yeah, I'm loving that. It's really cool. He's just got those dead eye, you know, rage killed, like he's just killed so many people that he doesn't even faze them anymore, which is exactly how it is. Some of this, like the guns, something looks off about the coloring there. Like I can't quite see as much detail, but overall I still like it. I'll be honest, as long as the animation is like bearable, but they like keep the story, you know, they don't like water it down and they don't cut a lot of content, I'm still gonna fucking love this. That went my chance for even monetizing this, but that's okay because I don't monetize anything. And then we get this shot, this beautiful shot of you and Hajime walking through a wooded area, which I do not think this is. Yeah, it can't be when they're still in the labyrinth on the like the jungle forest. So this has got to be when they go to the forest when they are helping the rabbit tribe, or just about to. At least that's what I would probably gather, at least right now. Again, you know, there's a lot of areas that they go back to, and you know they travel to different areas that kind of look similar. I'm sure, like at least they're described kind of similarly. So, but that would be my bet right now. I do love the subtle hint because Hajime is not one. Hajime and you are both ones that don't, I mean, they do express things outwardly, but a lot of their communication can be done inwardly, so they don't necessarily have to do, you know, outwardly, like, you know, grandeur outwardly expressions. So I do like how they do show, like, subtleties right here, where she's just kind of looking at him, and he's just kind of like, I love you. So, yeah, great. I love that. Man, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of, I'm like fanboying a little bit because I love this series so much, and I'm just, you know, after seeing this trailer, I think it put a lot of my worries to ease. You know, I was thinking, oh, you know, it's going to be completely shitty, which again, you know, it's just a 1.5 minute trailer, so we don't know. I really hope they don't go the Overlord approach and, you know, have the armies all CGI. I hope there is some that are drawn in there. If they want to mix and match it, that's okay. I kind of suspected there was going to be, you know, at least a good use of CGI because of Goblin Slayer. But, you know, as long as there's a good mix of it, I'll be able to tolerate it. But yeah, that's it. I don't want to talk forever. It's really easy for me to talk a lot about Arifureta because, I just love it so much, and you know, because we haven't had anything for a while, and Michael hasn't wanted, or I should say, not hasn't wanted. He just hasn't gotten to reading the other novels. Had nobody to talk to, so that's why I am just wanting to just discuss. So if you guys have any opinions about the trailer, I would love to talk. Overall, I think I'm just, you know, again, I'm probably gonna have to really wait and see when I watch like the first episode or first handful of episodes to really get, you know, a grasp on if I really like the adaptation or not. But just so far, you know, just seeing it in animation for the first time, I'm really loving it. So I can't wait. There's some things in there that, again, a little bit worried about, or maybe think that, you know, they could polish. You know, but with that being said, still really digging it. And I'm gonna shut up because I'm just gonna be saying the same stuff over and over again. This just was supposed to be a quick video, and I drag on. But if you guys love Arifureta, I'll be more than happy to write paragraphs and paragraphs in the comments. So I'm gonna let you go, and I will leave a link in the description if you guys want to check out this full trailer, you know, on your own screen, because it kind of took a little while, but I found one that finally showed everything in good quality. So, with that being said, I'm going to let you go, and I'll see you guys later. Peace, Addicts.